Alrighty guys, Xcon here, and welcome back to episode 14 of the Happening in Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about the Ubisoft and PlayStation conferences. Um, I'm not going to be talking about Square Enix because there was nothing really of importance there. Um, I would have talked about the PC gaming show, but I didn't watch it, so yeah. Um, But let's just jump right into the Ubisoft thing. Start off with some stupid shit, and then they moved on to some Beyond Good and Evil 2. Um, Talked about that. Like Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out on stage. Like I guess they're doing somewhere you can create like art or music or something, and they'll put it into the game. Um, and it's not like I guess like they'll pick a lot of the stuff. So that was neat. Like they showed another cinematic trailer, showed like a little bit of gameplay, not like too much. Um, so yeah, I, I'm not like very interested. I never played the first one, so yeah. And then they announced a new Trials game. It'll be titled Trials Rising. Um, I'm pretty excited for that game. And then that will be available February 19th on the Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Not February 19th, February 2019. I didn't write the 20. It didn't say exactly what day it will be. Um, so yeah. Then talked about Division 2 a little bit more, showed another cinematic trailer for that. I guess we'll have 8-player raids. Um, so yeah, 8 players. That's a lot. Obviously in most MMOs, there's some raids where it's like 16 people, and that's way too many. 8, I already think, is like a bit too much when you're trying to, when there are missions where you really need to work together, and it's just gets too hectic. Um, the amount of people. So yeah. Then showed off some gameplay and a cinematic of Skull and Bones. I'm interested in that one. I like the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag uh, um, gameplay, ship combat, and this is just kind of furthering that. Um, so I'm interested in that one. And had some weird VR game called Transference. Like I guess Elijah Wood's working on it. Uh, so yeah. Then there's some game called Starlink Battle for Atlas. I believe they might have showed it off last year. But they announced that Fox McCloud from the Star Fox games, she knows the Nintendo series, will be in the game. So I'm furthering their Nintendo's relationship with Ubisoft. And they showcase some of the Donkey Kong DLC from Mario plus Rabbids, but they didn't show like a normal trailer. They just like did some musical thing. That was dumb. And they showed some gameplay off of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which with Origins, that was about the starting of the Assassins, where this one takes place before Origins. So I'm guessing you're not going to end up playing an assassin. Um, so I don't know why it has the Assassin's Creed title on it, because I didn't play Origins, so I really don't know. But it's a bit weird. But it takes place in ancient Greece, like we already knew, and releases October 5th. Just a round of applause for Ubisoft there, releasing yearly Assassin's Creed titles again. So yeah, there's probably a few other smaller games I really don't care about them. Uh, so yeah, this conference sucked. I really did not like it. Um, to be honest, I probably liked Bethesda's, or not. Obviously, I like Bethesda's more. EA's a bit more. Um, this, like, whatever. The game of the conference for me is Trials Rising. The other, I have interest in Division 2 and Skull and Bones. Um, other than that, I just really didn't care. So yeah, I guess I'd probably say the conference would be better than EA's, not by much. Um, so yeah, I'd probably say like if I gave EA's like a 3 out of 10, I'd probably say this one's like a 4 out of 10. Um, so yeah, so right now that would rank it at number 3. Yeah, of the ones I've ranked so far. Like obviously PC Gaming Show and Square Enix. I'm just not gonna rank those. Because the one I didn't watch and the other one I didn't care for at all. So yeah, then the PlayStation conference, which talk about a hyped up piece of garbage. Um, you know, they started off with Last of Us Part 2 gameplay for that. Obviously, no release date. Uh, they really didn't need to show me 8 minutes of gameplay. Hell, they only need to show me one. I'm sold on the title. Like hell, you don't. With Red Dead Redemption 2, Rockstar doesn't need to show me gameplay because I'm sold on the title. I I know the developer. I know what I'm getting, so you know I really don't care that much. I know what the gameplay is most likely going to be. It'll just be a little bit more evolved from the previous title, but not that much. I care more about the stories they're gonna tell. So yeah, but the gameplay does look better than Last of Us and Uncharted 4. And then they did a weird intermission thing. It was really fucking weird. They showed off like a new Call of Duty trailer. Or I guess to bring back like I want to say it was 3 maps from Black Ops and 1 map from Black Ops 2 into Black Ops 4. And if you pre-order Black Ops 4 on the PS4, you'll get those maps exclusively in the Black Ops 3 version or the PS4 version of Black Ops 3, which then they also made it free on PlayStation Plus, Black Ops 3, so you can go play it if you have PS Plus for free. So yeah, that was interesting. Then they showed off a Destiny 2 trailer. To be honest, I didn't get to watch it because the Twitch stream froze. And by the time I, you know, like realized that it was fine on YouTube and switched over, the trailer was already done, pretty much. So yeah. Then Remedy's new game, which they are the developers of Max Payne and Quantum Break, which I want to say Quantum Break was an. Well, I know Quantum Break was an Xbox One exclusive. I don't remember with Max Payne. Obviously, that was published by Rockstar, so I can't remember. But they announced their new game titled Control. Then they announced Resident Evil 2, I guess a remake. And that comes out. I did not write down the release date. January 25th. I'm looking at it now. It's gonna be a $60 fucking title. Are you okay? Uh, Obviously it is like built from the ground up and whatnot. And I guess it will be gameplay like Resident Evil 4 and not like Resident Evil 2. It'll just be the over the shoulder, more modern, unlike the remakes of Resident Evil and Resident Evil Zero, where the gameplay is exactly the same as the originals, just updated graphics. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. You know, Now knowing it's $60, and with other games coming out just like a month later when I also want to play or are brand new, I don't know if I'll end up playing that on a release date. Uh, if it was like 40, then I'd say maybe, but at $60, I'm not exactly sure. We'll obviously find out in 6 months. And then another fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. They showed one off at the fucking Xbox conference, an extended version of the Xbox conference's trailer at the Square Enix one, and then this Pirates of the Caribbean one. You know, I'm not a fan of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, or I've never played one, so But to be honest, I really don't have that much of an interest in it. So just seeing the amount of fucking trailers for it is just eh. Um, then they announced Neo 2, which was released 2 years ago, I want to say. I want to say 2 years ago. Let's see. Neo. No, it was last year, February. I guess they're working on a sequel, probably to come out in 2019. So yeah, and it's kind of a Dark Souls-esque game. Kind of, it's kind of like what From Software's new game is going to be. So yeah, and then they showed a Death Stranding cinematic and I guess maybe some gameplay. And no release date for that. So yeah, gives a bit more of an idea of what the game is. Still not sure. Still very confusing. So to be honest, really the only appeal of the game is that how weird it is. And like obviously I enjoy the Metal Gear series, but one of the reasons I enjoy it so much is because I like stealth games. So obviously this isn't a stealth game. So there's that. We'll see. Once I know more about the story, I'll be more on board. Now that there's a bit more, at least to it, I just don't know. That's something when once I know more about it, I'll know if I'm actually truly excited for it or not. And then they showed more Spider-Man gameplay, which just like Last of Us, I'm already sold on the game, so the gameplay looks better. I do know. I think I completely forgot about talk about that Ghost of uh, Tsushima game, which I showed more gameplay of. That game was cool. I will say that it's by Sucker Punch, developers of the infamous titles. So yeah, I'm interested in that one. No release date on that, but yeah. Anyways, the game of the conference for me is probably either Resident Evil 2 remake or The Last of Us Part 2. Kindly more toward Last of Us Part 2. Now that knowing Resident Evil 2 is going to be a $60 title. But yeah, overall, I thought the conference was kind of meh. So yeah, I enjoyed the Xbox conference a bit more, and I'm not as into like the exclusive stuff as much as I am third-party stuff. I'm more interested in the third-party stuff than the exclusive stuff. Um, you know, so when it's basically all exclusive stuff in like 4 third-party games, and only one of them I'm actually interested in. Obviously, I am rating these conferences on the interested in level for each game. So, and I would say there's, obviously, even though there's a lot more games shown at the Xbox conference versus the amount of games that, like, the difference between the amount of games I'm interested in and not interested in, I'd still say I'm just a bit more excited for some of those games. Presumably that obviously Last of Us Part 2 is going to beat out most of those games, but, of excitement level, other than, like, probably Cyberpunk 2077. But yeah, this conference I'd probably say 7. Go with 7. I gave the Microsoft one an 8. So, but yeah, I just didn't really like the approach Sony took with this year's. So yeah, this conference is my 3rd favorite so far. So yeah, already, so Nintendo E3 Direct happened. There wasn't that much, so I'm just throwing it onto this video with the Ubisoft and Sony conferences. So yeah, but they announced DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I really don't care that much. And now it's starting to show off with some I don't know, like Gundam or whatever it's called, the big fucking like anime-looking robot thingies. Some game with those. So yeah, they showed off new Fire Emblem game, which is called, say it's like 3 Doors or something like that. A really weird name. So yeah, let me see. What was it called? It's like Fire Emblem 3 something. But yeah, then they showed off some new indie titles coming to the Switch. One of them is Overcooked 2. Then also what the fuck was it? It was like Hollow Knights or something like that. And then some like it was like Black something. Those two like alright, I guess. They also announced that Fortnite is out on the Switch right now. You can go download it. So Battle Royale now on the Switch. Yeah, then they showed like a little montage of a bunch of stuff what we already knew was coming to the Switch. So yeah, and you talk about that. And that was like the first 15 minutes. Then they talked about Super Smash Bros. For about 30 minutes. They announced that it will be titled Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it will feature every single character from the 4 previous Super Smash Bros. Titles. So, like every single one of them. Um, Solid Snake will be returning from Brawl. Um, the Ice Climbers will be coming back, and a few other characters. Yeah, like Young Link. I forget what game he was in. Um, just so many characters. I believe it's like 60 some or something like that. But then two new characters are the Inklings from Splatoon. They already showed that in the little teaser back in March. But then they announced that Ridley from the Metroid, I am fucking up every single fucking word, franchise will be in the game. Um, so yeah, uh, and there'll be a lot of stages from previous Super Smash Bros. Games um, returning, and a few new stages. One of them they showed was the Breath of the Wild, the Chica Towers, or whatever they call it. I cannot fucking remember the name of them right now. So there'll be a map that takes place on one of those, on top of one of those. Um, and then yeah. So just and also Daisy will be in the game as I believe they're calling them Echo characters now. There's like, I guess Dark Pit and one of the other characters will now be considered Echo characters. So Daisy will now be an Echo character. Completely forgot about that. As machine characters. Um. So yeah, and then a bunch of new fighting stuff and balancing and whatnot. Uh. So yeah, but the game will launch December 7th, 2018. So just a few months away. Uh, I'm pretty excited for it. Obviously the game looks basically like Super Smash Bros. Wii U. Um, I kind of expected that, only coming out 4 years, 4 to 5, yeah, 4 years after that game came out. So yeah, um, but yeah, uh, oh yeah, I completely forgot about it. They announced a new Mario Party, titled Super Mario Party. Um, didn't reveal much on it, but it'll be coming out October. I want to say it was like October 5th. Yeah, October 5th. So yeah, you know, overall the game of the conference, I guess game of the direct for me, is obviously Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Um, I kind of have the same problems I had with the Sony one. Um, I liked the games I saw, but there just was not uh, enough um, to really get me excited, and there just wasn't. It's like, oh, cool, and with the Switch, it's even worse than Sony because they don't really need to sell me on many of their big exclusive titles because I'm already excited for them because it's fucking Nintendo. I'll most likely buy them. Definitely when it's a new Super Smash Bros. Title. Um, so it's good to learn info about the games, but it's like I really don't want like 30 minutes of the direct to be based just around that. Definitely what's the E3 one. Um, I was hoping for some more third-party uh, stuff to be announced. Like, you know, I really don't care if third party. It's just porting older games to the Switch. In fact, I'm perfectly fine with that. Um, so yeah, I that's what I kind of want. I want, you know, stuff, more games from Rockstar or Bethesda ported over to the Switch. Fortnite's, on the Switch now, which I like that game, so I'm pretty happy for that. But yeah, uh, overall, I'd probably say this direct. Keep calling it a conference. Probably say a 7 out of 10. Um, I just like the Sony one. I liked what I saw, but it just felt a bit underwhelming on the announcement side of stuff. But yeah, so yeah, that's it for the E3 stuff. I'll probably have a video coming out soon of like top stuff from E3. Um, Bethesda won me over. They won E3 for me this year. I was kind of expecting Nintendo to win me over, but just didn't show any amount of stuff. Obviously, they'll have their, you know, long streams they're going to be doing for the next couple of days. Just like, Sony will. But, I don't expect there to be a shit ton of stuff revealed during those. Also, with Nintendo, they might reveal some third-party stuff. But, yeah, anyways, yeah, I don't know when the Happening Gaming will return after the E3 special, but you know, probably be a few weeks. Maybe it might not even be till September till next episode, because I probably won't be a shit ton of news released. But yeah, so far the fall season this year for games is looking good, but not a lot. Obviously, that's fine. That's completely fine with me. I'm obviously going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and Fallout 76, and it gives me more time to play those. So, I'm completely fine with that. But, yeah. Anyways, I've been Xcon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.